Robert Hooke invents the first microscope. Christopher Cox was the microscope maker and the handyman involved in all of this. Hooke was involved with the design and optical features. The eyepiece was a crucial design, and it had to have the right distance from the eye to the eyepiece and had separate draw tubes for focusing. To move the body of the microscope, a ball and socket was used. The microscope body tube was made of wood and covered with leather. It could also be made out of pasteboard and then given an intricate design, and the microscope was measured to be about 6 inches long. So as you can see here, here's the microscope, here's the specimen holder. This was about 6 inches long. So 6 inches long. Alterations that had to be made to create a better picture. To combat the darkness in the picture, he found a way to concentrate the light onto a specimen he put underneath the microscope. He would pass light created by an oil lamp through a water-filled glass flask in an effort to disperse the light and create an even amount of light throughout the entire specimen that was being viewed underneath the microscope. And here you can see that again. So here would be the oil lamp, here's the water lens, and the actual specimen would be right around here by the M and the K, and here is the actual compound microscope covered in that leather and given that really nice design. He created a biconvex lens. This was very important for the microscope and the magnification of the microscope. He did this by adding a field lens mounted very close to the eyepiece lens in an effort to widen the field of view. There were 3 lenses to create a better resolution of the image and creating a bigger image. A biconvex lens has a bulge coming outwards from the center, and they have a shorter focal length. This is to help minimize the spherical deviation. These are generally still used as magnifying glasses and still used today for telescopes, binoculars, cameras, microscopes, and projectors. The first thing that Hooke observed underneath his microscope was the bark of a cork tree, and he was able to observe the microscopic structure of it. He is also credited with discovering and naming the cell. He termed it the building block of life. He was not able to discover the actual biological function of these cells that he observed, but he is credited with discovering the first known microorganism known as microscopic fungi. And here's a picture that he drew from what he saw underneath his microscope. So these A's here, these are the same thing, and these D's are the same thing. And this also gives you a really good insight into what he was able to see of the resolution underneath the microscope that he had. And the rest of his discoveries underneath the microscope can be found in his book, The Micrographia. Thank you.